South Korean President Moon Jae-in's garden party last week generated fresh sensation in the gender-conservative nation as Cheong Wa Dae made his first-ever invitation to the same-sex couple. On Friday, the presidential office hosted a tea reception for the heads of foreign diplomatic missions in Seoul and their spouses in Nokjiwon Garden in Cheong Wa Dae, central Seoul. Among the attendees were openly gay New Zealand ambassador Philip Turner and his husband Hiroshi Ikeda. Turner, who doubles as the New Zealand ambassador to North Korea, came to office in Seoul in April 2018. Turner and Ikeda have been together for 25 years and became legal spouses when his country legalized same-sex marriage in 2013. South Korean government's issuance of visa to Turner's husband is widely seen as an exceptional move. As of present, South Korean government has not granted diplomatic visa to a foreign ambassador's same-sex spouse regardless of the legal status of their marriage. The South Korean family law bans same-sex marriage. 3 days after the reception, the New Zealand ambassador wrote a thank you posting on his Twitter with photos. "A great honor to meet President Moon and First Lady today with my husband Hiroshi. Thanks to President Moon, first time this has been possible in Korea." Ikeda also wrote on his social media, "Phil and I met President Moon in an official reception today. It was the first official thing for us to show up after the Korean government officially changed its policy to recognize me as one of the married same-sex spouses of diplomats to Korea." The historic invitation of same-sex couple to the presidential reception came to immediate attention from the media and the religious groups. The move, however, is hardly seen as a sign of speedy change in terms of legislation. Legislative efforts for anti-discrimination laws for same-sex citizens have failed to pass multiple times since 2007. On Tuesday, Moon held a meeting with religious leaders for their support in relenting the social rifts ahead of the upcoming April general election. There, the president faced a direct question about his position concerning the same-sex issues. According to presidential spokesperson Ko Min-jung, Moon said the same-sex issue requires public consensus in South Korea, but a sexual minority shouldn't be subject to social persecution. The president's answer has not much changed from his presidential candidacy in 2017. Back then, Moon has refrained from making direct answers to political questions regarding the LGBTQ rights issue. The political and diplomatic circles, however, are facing increased calls to face the agenda. In May 25th, the U.S. Embassy to Seoul hung a rainbow flag on the building's wall 3 weeks ahead of the annual Seoul Queer Festival, the largest of its kind in Korea. With 6 months left till the 2020 general election, eyes are upon the South Korean political parties for hints of change in the old legislative taboo on the same-sex initiatives. Cheong Wa Dae's historic first-ever invitation of foreign same-sex couple to the presidential event may turn out a catalyst for the time-old agenda in the national big event.